Hi, I'm Lee Partridge and welcome to Col UTV. We're back and looking for our opening win of the season this afternoon against MK Dons. It's a packed, busy old show this afternoon, looking ahead to the game with the thoughts of Ben Garner and Matt J to come. But before we hear from both of those guys, let's take a look back at some of our previous successes against the Dons. We are unbeaten in our last two against this afternoon's opponents, MK Dons, with our last win coming in the 2019 meeting with the Dons here at the JobServe Community Stadium. Sammy Schmoddick's got the afternoon underway with his early strike from a Sam Saunders corner kick before Frankie Kent added to the tally to put the game to bed against the already promoted MK Dons. Kent started the move in his own half before help from Frank Nublet and Schmoddick's. That allowed the central defender the chance to stroke home from inside the penalty area as the U's picked up all 3 points. John McGill's side did the double over the Dons that season with a win just before Christmas in 2018 at Stadium MK. Captain Luke Prosser neatly lobbed the keeper from Brennan Dickinson's corner to earn all 3 points for the U's. You have to dig a little deeper for the U's win before that, though, with a 3-1 victory at the JobServe Community Stadium coming in November 2013. Craig Eastman blasted Colchester ahead from the edge of the penalty area with his strike. And Jabo Ibiri doubled the lead for the U's before half-time after a clever move to outsmart the goalkeeper. Macaulay Bond put the icing on the cake in a good evening's work for the U's with his driven effort from the edge of the 18-yard box as Joe Dunn's side took all 3 points against the Dons.
Bond! He has scored this time, Macaulay Bond.
Some great goals in that rewind there, and we've won our last 2 encounters against MK. Hopefully we can make that 3 in a row, 3 on a bounce this afternoon. Back to today's team then, you can see who Ben has included in his starting 11 and the bench for this afternoon's game. It's on our socials and on our club website, so do head across there for all the details. Our head coach has left some honest words with us here in the studio following Tuesday's defeat against Wimbledon. But he was pleased when speaking to us on Thursday that there was another game coming so quickly to put things right. This is what Ben had to say.
Ben, when it was raw straight after the game on Tuesday, you said you were disappointed and you wanted a reaction. How's that reaction been in the first training session you've had with the squad?
Positive, as expected really. Players have come in and responded really well in terms of training and also in terms of conversations and meetings that we've had this morning. So we're expecting a much improved display on Saturday. I think it has to be. And I'd say it was a bad night. We've accepted it, we've apologised for it, and we make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, and that's where the balance is now, isn't it? Is learning from it, but putting it to the back of your mind because the season's too relentless and there's too many games that you can worry too much about what's gone on. You can only change the future.
I think it's great that we've got another game so quickly because there's no time to dwell on it. We have to put it right, we have to respond. Saturday gives us the opportunity to do that. We have to take the frustrations from Tuesday out on MK Dons, put on a much better display in front of our home supporters and get that first win in the season that we want.
Yeah, and is this a time as well that you might be able to lean on the leadership team that's in the squad because you've got a lot of young players in and around it? They'd have been really disappointed with how Tuesday panned out.
We've got a good leadership group and we've got a nice sort of spine of experience through the squad and that's important and they will be really key in that dressing room at the moment. But we also want the younger players to step up and take that responsibility and leadership and grow that in themselves. So there was some really good conversations this morning, senior players, younger players. We know we haven't performed. We know we can play much, much better. We're disappointed that we probably weren't true to ourselves and what we believe in and what we've worked on, and we'll put that right on Saturday, that's for sure.
Yeah, and of course it's too early in the season for that to define us. You know, what happens going forward defines us, but you want to keep everyone on the same page in terms of how the game is going to be played by Colchester United.
Yeah, we've done a lot of good work over the summer in terms of infrastructure and improving areas of the club, facilities-wise, pitches, etc., the gym. The sports science, the analysis, there's a much better footing now in terms of what's being provided to the players and the support they're receiving and the environment they've got to come in and work in every day. So we have to keep improving that, keep taking it forward. We're going to be true to what we are. We have to be much better at it, much stronger with our mentality, and I'm still really confident in the group that we can have a successful season. There's enough talent and quality in there, and we want to add to it as well, to still be really competitive and have a strong season.
And more often than not, teams that have come down from the league above the previous season, especially at this time, are amongst the favourites, and you must be expecting a difficult game against MK Dons.
Yeah, they've maintained a lot of their squad from last season in League One, so they've obviously got a lot of talent there. They've added some experience and know-how as well, I think, over the summer. And they have a strong start. Obviously, they lost at Crawley on Tuesday night. And we want to hope that that's the case again on Saturday. You know, we respect them, but the big focus needs to be on us. It needs to be on our performance, getting our intensity right, our performance levels right. And if we do that, we'll come out with a positive outcome that we want.
And of course, you want players that you don't really need to motivate to play well on Saturday. You hope that Tuesday night will be motivation enough for them.
Yeah, I would hope going into every game from now on, players have got to be self-motivated and driven. You know, you're representing this football club. You should be giving 100% in every second of every game. As long as that's the case, it allows us to coach and manage and improve things, and it shouldn't be a case where we're having to drive effort and motivation. That needs to be the minimum starting point. And as long as we've got that, we will win plenty of games of football this season, and we will get better and better as a team and as a club.
Ben's had time to digest the game, and we'll be hoping we can get our first win over the season later this afternoon. While we was at the training ground chatting to Ben on Thursday, we caught up with the tenacious midfielder Matt Jay. He came on in the game against Wimbledon on Tuesday evening and looked a live wire at the top end of the pitch, covering most of the pitch while he was on in the second half. He's been hoping for more game time, and he knows that the gaffer can rely on him at any moment. This is what Matt Jay had to say.
Matt, no time to rest in football, is there? Straight after Tuesday night, another game Saturday, and a difficult one against MK Dons.
Yeah, off the back of a bad result and a bit of a poor performance, we'll be looking to put things right come Saturday. MK Dons have started pretty well. Obviously, a bit of a disappointing result for them in the week, but look, it's a new season. We did, still a lot is unsure in terms of what we're going to face, and we're still sort of bedding into the season. So, but yeah, we're under no illusion that it's going to be a difficult test.
Yeah, and a chance for the players to show a reaction to that defeat on Tuesday night in front of the home fans.
Yeah, of course. I think we were all disappointed and a bit sorry for the performance, and we were well backed on Tuesday night, and the fans came out and supported us. Which was really, really nice, but look, we know that we need to perform better than we did. It's not for the want of trying. We're all trying to pull our way, and we had a team meeting this morning just to sort of get a few things out in the open. And it's not all doom and gloom. It's such a long season, of course, but we need to try and get that first win this season, and hopefully things will start improving from there. So, but we're looking forward to the game. We're coming to training today full of energy and full of spirit. So, like I said, a couple of bad results, but it's not all doom and gloom. It's a very, very long season.
And that's exactly how it's got to be, hasn't it? You've got to kind of acknowledge the mistakes you make, put them right, but keep that spirit and motivation amongst the squad high.
Yeah, of course, and it's been a really good pre-season, and actually away at Bradford we played well at parts, but it was just disappointing on Tuesday night, and it doesn't look that great because we've not got any points on the board, and obviously we had the game called off at the start of the season, which doesn't help either. So but look, we know that we need to put things right, and hopefully come Saturday we'll be in a better position, and it might be a good thing, I suppose, just to sort of take stock and check on what we've got and what we need to do to improve, and that's certainly something that we've come in today fresh and ready to go, and looking to put that bad performance behind us into Saturday.
Yeah, and on a personal note, probably a bit frustrated that you haven't got as many minutes as you'd have liked to in the first few games, but everyone in the squad seems to be chomping at the bit to make sure that you're still in the manager's eye and ready for selection when you are.
Yeah, of course, it's been disappointing for myself, and I felt like I put gave myself the best chance off the back of pre-season. I felt fit and ready to go. Obviously the manager has decided to go a slightly different route to me at the moment, but he knows that I'm ready, and I know that he knows that I'm ready. So hopefully that comes very soon, and I can help the team, because that's really what I want to do. And it's a collective. We've got a young squad. Obviously, I seem to be one of the more senior boys, which is a bit unusual. But we've got a young squad, and we're all looking to learn and add things. And hopefully, even if I'm not playing, I'm helping the lads out, and I'm trying to bring my knowledge and sort of showcase some of the things that I can do in training, and hopefully bring that into games.
Yeah, is that something that you're relishing, that being one of the older group, if you like?
Yeah, there's obviously, it's probably 5 or 6 of us, I suppose, whereas over the years, I think the game's changed a lot now. Over the years, you'd sort of be a young guy at 27, 28, but the game has changed. But it's something that I enjoy doing. I try and help the younger players out, and there's a lot of good young players in our squad, and you know, it's not easy for them. It's not easy for any of us to lose the games that we have, but it's not easy for them. So I just need to kind of say, and you know, not just myself, the experienced players need to say it's not all doom and gloom, and we just need to try and pass on our knowledge and pass on our experience to help the younger players out.
Matt hoping he can get some more minutes under in his belt this afternoon, and of course the win, which we're all hoping for here at the JobServe Community Stadium this afternoon. Remember, you can pick up your programme. There's loads of great stuff in there this afternoon. It's free if you're here, or they'll be on sale from the club shop on Monday too. And a quick mention as well, on page 27, Kel's Corner, Fikra Kelleher is doing a column for us this season. It talks about the community work he does on behalf of the club, and also his own personal footballing journey. It's going to have stuff from the changing room, and also it talks about he's studying a sports journalism and broadcast degrees in his final year, so you can follow his journey throughout the season in the programme. That's pretty much it then, so I'll let you get out there, cheer on the lads this afternoon. Hopefully we're talking about 3 points come 5 o'clock this afternoon. Let you get out there, cheer them on, and I'll be back on Wednesday. Till then, have a great weekend. It's goodbye for now.